Attorney Nick's here. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, so, I practice employment discrimination law in addition to criminal law. So we have a lot of times where there's a misconception about the process and the procedure involved in filing a lawsuit against the employer. So, okay, we get it. You have been discriminated against your employer for whatever reason, whether it be race related, gender related, sexual orientation, pregnancy, religion, national origin. Those are the federally protected classes. So you notice that your employer is discriminating against you, right? So you want to hire an attorney. The misconception is that you can just bypass a process with the EEOC. EEOC is a third-party agency, Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Every person, whether or not you're working for the federal government, municipal government, or even a private employer, you have to go through the EEOC before you file a lawsuit. The EEOC conducts their investigation. Typically, it's 180 days from the date that charges of discrimination have been filed. And then what ends up happening is if they find no evidence of discrimination that occurred in your case, then what they'll do is they'll issue you a right to sue notice. That is what allows you to then go and file a lawsuit against your employer. So you have to go through the EEOC first before you just straight up file a lawsuit against your employer, and you must have your right to sue letter, because what this shows is that you exhausted your administrative process that you have to go through prior to filing a lawsuit, which again, the right to sue notice, when you get that after the EEOC has conducted their investigation, and if there was no type of mediation that took place between you and the employer to resolve the lawsuit prior to to resolve the charges of discrimination that you filed in your case at the EEOC. If you don't have that right to sue notice, you can't just go up and go to court and be like, hey, I want to file a lawsuit because they discriminated against me. No, everyone has to go through this process through the EEOC. It's unfortunate. I think sometimes it's time consuming, but it does allow an opportunity to resolve the case via mediation, potentially, through the EEOC prior to filing a lawsuit.